Well, so far so good.
So far so good. Yeah.
Pull the mic a little bit closer to you, just like kind of like a fist
adjust
away
it
or so.
up.
Just don't touch the metal. The plastic on the
Yeah.
it's right here is good.
It's like flipping tortillas.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
you got it.
Well, can we use that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Banya. Cruising along on this super hot day. 116 degrees is the high, so couldn't pick a better day to be in a sauna. Am I right?
Yeah, especially when it's my first time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so as always, we have the amazing, powerful, beautiful Dana Lundquist
Hey.
in the corner. And in the other corner, we have Ofelia. Hit us with your last name.
Mendoza.
All right. Dana, give us the intro here.
Yes.
You guys have known each other longer than me.
Ofelia is a BJJ Blue belt at Aries Paradise Valley, a loving mother of the great Sophia, wife to the...
Loving mother to Itzel. Sophia's my niece.
I'm sorry, Itzel. Excuse me. I don't know why I get that wrong. So Itzel. Excuse me. I knew that.
You were tripping. I was like, is there something I don't know?
It's not getting that hot yet.
I love her name, by the way.
Oh, thank
Itzel.
you.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Itzel. And loving wife of Berto, who also trains. You got the whole family training, which is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and
always a special
stepmom to Mr. AJ.
Oh,
And that's right, and to AJ, stepmom to AJ, who AJ is another
awesome.
one of the training partners. He's over at Aries Goodyear, though.
yeah.
Yes.
So-
He's out on the west side.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a savage too. Who's trained with us quite a bit, which is awesome. So welcome to the Banya.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
He's rad. So that's Berto's boy.
Yes.
Like biologically. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Super fun role too. Very
Oh,
good
yeah.
at
Oh
jiu-jitsu,
yeah,
so.
and it was so amazing the way that he came in. He moved in, well, not with us. He came from Washington, and he was uncertain on what to do. So Berto was like, "Why don't you just come and see what we do?" And he was like, "Well, what is it?" And they're like, "Here, you can do this." And in the living room of our house, we were just telling him like, "Oh, get me in side control, and then I can do this, and then you can escape," and stuff like that. He's like, "Huh, really?"
Mm-hmm.
So he came to Grey Wolf, he came to the gym.
It's okay. We still call it Grey Wolf.
Bloop. And then from there, he was like, "This is so cool." And he just started training every day. I think he was living at Goodyear's with Cachino for a little bit in the gym because he just didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
And he was still kind of like finding out what to do until he was like, okay, you know what? There's a lot of people here that, are EMTs, firefighters, are helping out. I'm going to go to school for that.
That's awesome.
Oh, is that what he's doing now?
Yeah, he's an EMT.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great to hear.
So who is the first in the family to jump into jiu-jitsu?
Oh, Berto.
Berto. Nice.
Yeah.
What got him in there?
The free trial for a year. No, the free membership for a year. When the gym opened, they were offering that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was all over Facebook. And I think that's how everybody kind of found
A lot of people,
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah. So he's like, "Honey," I was like, "Yes, Berto." He's like, "Do you want to go with me?" I was like, "Where?" "To the gym." I was like, "You don't know. I don't do gyms. Like, I just don't."
Yeah.
And he's like, no, this one is different. It's like wrestling, but not really. They do it a lot in MMA, UFC fights. I'm like, I don't even know what's that.
Right.
So he's like, no, let's see. And can you, go with me? It's like, okay, let's go. Get in the car. He's like, put the Google Maps. I'm like, okay. Boop. I'm like, Berto, this is at 40th Street in Thunderbird. He's like, no, it's not. Like, yes. It's like, I thought it was 40th Avenue. We live on 35th Avenue.
Oh, yeah. You guys are out there. Yeah.
So he was like, oh, man. Well, we're already ready. We're in the car. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Maybe I win the membership. You don't know. I was like, okay, let's go. Whatever. So we get to Grey Wolf, and he gets off, and I'm super thirsty. I am very bad with water. I don't know if you remember, I used to get cramps like crazy. And I'm like, man, it's really, it's hot. I'm thirsty. I want to go to the restroom. So I get off, and Vinny opens the door. He's like, hey. I was like, whoa. Oh, my God,
A lot of energy.
Not a tall man for such a big voice. And I was like, wow. Since he was like, I'm Vinny. And I'm like, I'm Ofelia. Oh, coming in, Ofelia, is this your first time? I'm like, oh, I'm with my husband. My husband is Berto. He was like, oh, Berto. And I was like, okay, I just need to go to the restroom. Go to the restroom, come back. Berto's already talking to Kabe in the office. I go in, I was like, hey, honey, I'm going to the car. I need the keys. And Berto's like, come here, honey. Come here. And I was like, okay. I'm like, hi, John, Ofelia, whatever. Sit down, and they're just talking. I'm like, like, And then Kabe starts saying, well, you're going to get in our program. It's so good that in 6 weeks you're going to lose weight. And just by doing body movement. It's not going to be nothing to do like a gym with machines or anything like that. At that moment, I was like, no machines. Getting in shape with no machines? I'm like, what? What is this?
Heck yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, it's a 6-week program. If you don't like it, then that's it, but at least you try it. It's like, okay, I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. And I was like, okay, but I'm not saying anything yet. And then I'm like, can I have some water? He's like, oh, sure. He goes and gets some water. I drink the water. I was like, oh my God, this is the best water I've ever drank.
It is so good.
The water sold you.
So good.
It's
so thanks to that water,
Yeah.
I signed up.
Oh, all right. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
So you guys are OGs then.
Yeah.
You were even before I was, if you're on the, trying to get that free first year membership. So I remember David ended up getting it.
Yes. And that's why we hated David. I'm like, oh, David. But no, love you, David.
David, which David?
Blonde David. He's
the young guy.
I can't remember his last name.
Scooch,
the young guy.
Scooch something.
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck.
He's from Finland. Not originally, but Finnish roots, and he's gonna be a doctor eventually. He's like an EMT right now and going through it. Which
I did not know. I thought because his family owns a roofing company.
Oh yeah.
Sunbeck, and then.
Imagine that boy on top of a roof.
Oh my God.
This is how I got him on my roof.
He's
because I was
pale.
like, hey, can you come in and check my roof? I think we have a leak. And he's like, you can just call the office. I was like, no, but I want you to do it,
Want you on my roof.
But it's because he was driving the company's vehicle.
Yep.
So I assumed that he was just part of the company.
Yeah.
No, this kid is going to school to be something else, and I'm having him going on my roof to check for leaks. I'm like, oh, man.
Can you clean my pool while you're at it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So from day, did you know first week on the mat, you're like, yeah, this is it. I'm hooked, or did it take a little bit of time?
It took a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So we go to our first session, and it's a no gi day. And Berto is take your gi. I'm like, I thought you said certain days are no gi, certain days are gi. He's like, no, take your gi, wear it, whatever. I'm like, oh my God, it's a white gi. I need to wear white underwear and all this, because I'm like, oh, what am I going to wear? Being a lady. So I'm wearing that first white gi they give us, which is super big.
The karate gi.
Yeah.
That's all,
Like paper thin one.
Yeah. And we get there and we come in, and the coaches at that time was Lexi and Jarrell. They look at us like, hi. And I was like, hey. And I told you, Berto. He was like, oh, today is no gi. I was like, oh man, okay. It's like, well, maybe you can come back tomorrow, or tomorrow's it's gi day. I was like, you know what? I just drove 20 minutes.
Who was coaching?
Jarrell and Lexi.
Jarrell. Yeah.
They were our no-gi coaches to start.
That's weird.
They're over at
I'm just saying, if you I feel like the coaches would be like, just stay, you're fine, just do the no-gi class in your gi. Who cares?
Well,
You know what I mean?
they were, but they were like, "Do you have extra clothes?"
Uh-huh.
And we didn't.
So?
So, but I was wearing some white underwear,
Yeah.
white bra, sports bra, at least. And I'm like, you know what, Berto? We just drove 30 minutes. We're here. Let's just do it. And he was like, okay. So I think he was wearing shorts. We got in there. I got in there. I was showing my stomach, which is a no-no for me. And the first thing that we were working on was getting out of the guard, where you put your knee against the crotch.
Oh, yep.
And when Lexi was doing that to me, I was like, oh my God, nobody has touched me there. Oh dear. And I just felt like whenever I felt her knee, I was like, oh, I would just close my eyes.
Yeah.
I was like, no. So that was an iffy one for me to
Am I
come
crazy
back.
though, or am I right? Like, I feel like it would, like,
Yeah.
instead of being like, go home, you were in a gi, it'd be like,
Just do it anyways.
do the
Yeah.
class in your gi. Who gives it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
You're-
No, you're right.
you're
That's
there.
weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But
no shade thrown at the coaches, but you know what I mean? Like,
You
it's
stuck
just-
with it.
yeah.
we did.
You did it,
and
and-
yeah. And then the next class, we didn't know how to break fall. It was no gi too. And it was double legs. And Shay was there because Shay was the
Oh,
only
yeah, Shay.
lady.
Uh-huh.
She was the only one there
Yep.
at that time. So we were partnering up a lot. And so she did it on me. And I would just fall, like no break fall.
Right.
Just hit my head.
Ooh.
I probably got a concussion that day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I went crying home.
Oh no.
I told her, I was
Yikes.
like, this is it. I'm not going to do this.
You know, I've said this to everybody. Like, wrestling is pretty painful. Like, and I think, you know, some of those moves, like, you don't need a double leg to be successful in jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Like, that's like down the road stuff, if you even want to go down that road. But
Mhm.
like, I appreciate the heck out of jiu-jitsu specifically because, like, I feel like it has healed my body, and like any of the injuries that I've gotten while doing jiu-jitsu has been kind of because of wrestling, like just tweaking my toe or, you know, that kind of stuff. Except for like when people get an ankle lock and like, you know, rip the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much been the only problem. But yeah, that sucks to be like week one drilling double legs. That's rough.
Well, that's how it used to be. When we started, it was like you go in there and you are being thrown to the wolves.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you are in survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So a lot of that's been dialed in. And I know, like, Vinny I was lucky to jump into the morning class at a time when a lot of, like, nobody had their blue belts yet. It was all white belts. So a ton of time was dedicated to literally break falling, shrimping, you know, like, we don't really do that stuff as much in warm-ups anymore because, you know, it's just people have it down and, like, there's other things to be focusing on. But I think it's very helpful for, like, the beginners to go through that every day as a part of their warm-ups. You know, like, there's a lot to be said for that so that you can learn how to fall properly, just where to put your body. Like,
Yeah.
like Jimmy, oh God, dude, I shot in on a double leg on him one time, and he sprawled in like the wrong way, like the way you, like, he put all of his weight into the knee that I had. I was like going that way, and it popped his shit out, and it's just like, you know, until you get comfortable, like, where to put your pressure and your body weight, like, it's a dangerous time for everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. So it's just a little bit more of a different feel back then, I guess, right?
Yes, but I feel like even when it was more, I don't want to say more aggressive, because it wasn't. It was just more like, okay, you're doing this and you're gonna do it and you can do this. Like, there was motivation, and I feel like because of that, my game was, okay, I'm putting pressure. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's all you have at the beginning is just your pressure
The strength.
and raw strength.
Yeah.
Well, and your baseline for what, like, all this feels like now versus then is very, very different.
Extremely. Even when you roll with a white belt, you know, even though you want to take care of that person, you know, you feel the strength, you feel the smash. You're like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be good at this. No, I probably suck. But it's just that the other person just doesn't know how to. I still don't know much, but whatever I've learned, how to position better your body, how to counterweight,
Yeah.
things like that. But it's been a fun ride.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm getting into cold plunge.
I'm cooking as well. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll take a quick break.
Okay.
This episode of the Banya is brought to you by Optimize. Optimize is a health and wellness center run by Jesse Meringue, a fellow training partner of ours. They've got amazing center. They've got your cold plunge, your sauna, the infrared, the hot tub, compression therapy, as well as this PEMF therapy. It's like pulse electromagnetic field. It's amazing. Feels crazy, like you get that electro stim. But the idea is you've got a time in there for an hour to switch between different therapies. You can go from the sauna to the cold plunge to the hot tub. Feels amazing. Luke and I just did that last week, and absolutely, it was incredible. So if you're looking to recover from any sort of athletics or just to feel better, go check out Optimize. And for anybody, the listeners, if you just tell them you heard it on the Banya, they'll give you 50% off your first session. So I believe normally it's $39 for the first session for an hour, so it'll be half that. So go check them out. It's an amazing place.
All right. So yeah, that's rad. Let's get into your origins though. Where were you born?
Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
When did you make it to the States?
I think I was 3 years old.
3 years old. Okay.
Yeah, 3 years old.
And straight to Arizona or
Nope.
no?
California.
California.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Downtown LA.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was on east side of LA. Then we just continue moving back and forth.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
From downtown to east side?
Like, yeah, from the east side, we went, I think we were a little bit north. So we were north and east, and then we ended up south.
Okay.
So south central.
North and east,
Yeah.
like Fontana. Wait, what part?
Oh, no.
No.
Kind of like, so LA, like probably 10 minutes away from.
When you're on the east side, though, when you go out there, like, what town was that?
I don't remember, honestly. I was
this
too,
is when you're
I
little,
was
yeah.
too young.
What high school did you go to?
Thomas Jefferson High.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's in South Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
So my teenage years were problematic because of where I kind of grew up.
Yeah.
most.
But you were saying you were a good girl.
I was.
Yeah.
My family didn't think so, but I know I was.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were getting into too much trouble.
No, I wasn't. I was like a straight A student, but because there's so much violence and
Mhm.
teenage pregnancy at that time was like off the roof. It was
Right.
just, I think one of my friends, we were barely in 10th grade, and she already had 2 pregnancies
Mm.
and 1 on the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like they were, instead of going to class, we were going to her baby showers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Right.
That on the boy side, I saw some people getting killed.
Mhm.
One even on the corner of where I lived.
Mm-hmm.
So not a lot of people made it.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty bad with gangs
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And at that time, I don't know
Yeah.
now, but
Right.
You have brothers and sisters?
yeah, I do. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and I'm the youngest.
Okay. The baby.
Yeah, everybody else is about 10, 14, 15 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
So it was,
Oh,
it was
wow.
kind of like
Baby,
the
baby.
surprise
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
my mom.
Yeah. Seriously. Wow.
Yeah.
And everybody came up for Mexico City, or did you
Yes.
have siblings in Mexico still?
No, everybody. At that, the reason was because my dad had kidney failure, so he was diagnosed and only given 3 months of life. So my mom is like, I need to find a way to, have a father for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So she was the one. I mean, kudos to my mom. She's a very strong lady, and she was like, we're leaving. The good thing was because of my dad's employer, he worked for Johnson & Johnson as an engineer
Uh-huh.
of what, I don't know. But he had been in the States already because he had a visa.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So because of him, we all had visas.
Okay.
So it was easy for us to
Yeah.
come over here.
Yeah.
The only the circumstances were obviously money.
Yeah.
Coming here, we didn't have a place to live at or anything, so we stayed with family.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the nicest places.
Yeah.
But even though it wasn't the nicest apartments and stuff like that, for me, I think it was the most loving moment in our family to be together and to just take care of each other the way we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's awesome.
And my mom just worked as a seamstress downtown LA. That's why I know LA like nothing.
American Apparel.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I know they had. They were one of the few like clothing companies that was like making most of their clothes.
Oh,
here in
you
the
saw.
USA, yeah.
I mean, now it's called the fashion district, and I guess there's not many factories as they used to. But every single level of those buildings that you see in LA, they were just factories.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All of them mostly owned by Koreans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was interesting growing up. Obviously, my dad was sick, and the days that he had to be admitted to
How
the
long
hospital,
did he make it?
He got to live until I was 22.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So that's when we moved here.
Uh-huh.
We moved here. We bought the house. We moved here, and probably like 6 months after, he passed.
Okay. Here in Arizona.
Yeah. Not even from his his kidney condition, because he had a transplant. We were able to do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he passed from cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you in LA during the 1992 during the riots then?
Rodney King.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, it was right there. Like you just getting like fries for you, or it was just like there.
Right.
Yeah.
You can
Wow.
see people in the market carts with fridges, laundry, dryers, washers, just random things that they would just go into the warehouse and burn down, take out.
Mm-hmm.
There was a huge furniture store. Like you can see people just pulling their pickups to the back and breaking the windows and taking the entire piece of furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's get. Can we get a little political with you?
Sure.
What are your thoughts on what's going on right now?
Unfortunately, in what aspect?
I'd just like your general overview. I mean, I'll share mine after yours, and it's just
the way the government is acting in getting people out of their houses or any place that they're at, I think it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not the way to do it. Because these people have families,
right.
And I know the struggle. Like I know there's a mom probably with somebody sick at the house, and she's the one bringing everything.
Right.
So in that aspect, I think it's wrong. How people are reacting with riots and stuff like that, I think it's not right, because that's not what should be done. If they're saying that give Mexico back or something else, like, okay, what if they just told you for a week California is going to be Mexico, you're going to get paid like a Mexican, you're going to have the benefits like a Mexican, because you are asking for that, to be treated as Mexican, and not obeying the laws of this country.
Yeah.
You're not going to like it.
Yeah,
that's why you're here.
Right.
Well, and I think it's just interesting when you see so many people that are protesting or rioting, whatever we call it, whatever's happening, holding Mexican flags, which
that's so embarrassing.
Well, and that's what a lot of people say. It's like, look, like it would be the optics of it would come across if they're holding American flags. Like, this is what we came here for.
This is where we want to be.
Right.
This is what I'm working on to be here.
Mm-hmm. And showing, and I think it would cause a much more beneficial picture or result if people see them. Hey, we all have American flags because we want to be here. Not that we're saying, hey, Mexico's great. Not to say that it's not, but there's a reason that they left, because there's greater opportunity here, which is great. Mm-hmm. Show that you want to be here and be like, look, like we want to take care of this community as opposed to burning it down or whatever.
Like bring up, do the concept of, I want to be here. Support me. I want to be part of you.
Yeah.
I want to have the same rights as you. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. I've been good. I've been doing this. I've been doing that, whatever, Yes. Now, should criminal people leave? I mean, yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I mean,
but then there's a fine line on describing what is criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
I mean, a ticket, we all can get, pulled over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a piece that it harms the people that, first generation, second generation immigrants like yourself that came here, the way to build a family, to work hard, to grow. It kind of not that it takes away from that, but it, over time people get a perception that that's not what the people coming here want, which is not what anybody wants.
Yeah.
It should be like, hey, let's, we want the opportunity, or whoever's coming here wants the opportunity. Let's show that and try and, assimilate and be a part of the community, as opposed to saying, hey, we want to change the whole community. Yeah. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Now, does it suck for some people that still have, let's say, been living in the U.S. for probably more than 30 years, and they have tried to apply for a visa, and for some reason or another they get rejected? I mean, I hear that every day, right?
Yeah.
It's because in your application, instead of saying that you entered on 91, we found out that you entered on, instead of entering 91 December, we found out that you entered on January 2nd of 92. You're a liar.
Yeah.
You're not good for this country.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Those little things are silly.
Yeah, and that
it
hurts.
Shouldn't be done. Yeah.
And that hurts a person for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Right.
And what can you do if you were brought as a child and you don't have anything back home?
Right.
I mean, you don't have a home. This is your home.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I like to believe that, and whether this is true or not, it's hard to know what's true nowadays and what people are reporting. So we don't know. I'd like to believe that, the people that have been here for 10, 15 years, like they shouldn't be threatened with, being deported.
Yeah.
But the people that have come here in the last 4 years did it illegally, and they're not contributing to society. They're not trying to be a part of the community.
If they're just taking instead of contributing, maybe there's something questionable there.
Right.
And I think, maybe they can work a case, right?
Sure.
But if there's somebody that has been doing their taxes, paying their taxes,
Totally,
sending their children to go to school, making out of their children the best example, because that's what you want for them, what you didn't have, right? And they get their parents taken away, or even them being taken away with their parents. It's ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't have the polls in front of me, but I know there's many polls that show that Hispanics that come to this country are, if not the hardest working, they are the top 2 or 3 hardest working people that come here, because they recognize the struggle that they had and want to change that. And they're like, I'm going to work hard to do this. And that's what America's all about.
I mean, just right now, we're, I don't know how much, 100 and something, right? We have a very nice pool with cold water in front of us. There's people that, in this heat, without water, they walk for 10 days in the desert.
Yeah, those people are badasses for sure.
It's like, damn. Like, I would have... If that was my option, I would like, Mom, you go.
Yeah. Well, and the perspective to look at that and say, things must be so bad that they're willing to risk their lives to do that,
or they're desperate that bad.
Here's I'll give you my thoughts on all this. We need more Mexicans, El Salvadorians. We need more people from these countries, and like I think it should be our job as a country to make that pathway legal and easy, and like create a pipeline for good people to come up here. Right. And so that's our fault for having this shitty system, but it's not surprising. Like anything any government does, for the most part, they're bad at it. They are terrible at their job. It's the truth.
Well, it's kind of, I mean, I can see it being hard as, how many people are you against? How many people are coming in? How many people are working under your agency in order to do things right for them? Mm-hmm. But then you have so many people, more than your agencies, trying to come in. Mm-hmm. That's
so. Yeah, so that part needs to be handled better by us. But then, like, what kills me is when like these protests become violent, and so people, I can't understand their thought process here. They are protesting something that they see as an injustice, but they're doing something in a lot of cases far worse. They're maiming and killing people. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? they're ruining their voice and their cause by like all the looting, the destruction of property. Like it's not the way to do it.
No, it's not. It really isn't. That should not be done. They should respect. Again, they should show why they're worthy to stay
Correct.
here.
Yeah. You stand tall on.
And it takes the people as a collective to do that. The people that did come here legally or however that want to work hard, that want to do that, to not allow those things to be co-opted by those that want to do damage and violence, or they've been here.
They've been here for decades, and they've been trying to do things right, and because of people that maybe haven't even been here for at least more than 5 years, are causing things like that.
Yeah.
Well, and it's even sadder than that. There's like American citizens that are like doing some of that
Why
shit too.
Why should I be worried right now? Why should I be carrying a passport in my purse, or my daughter,
Right.
who's a second generation now, Roberto, who is also a second generation, I believe.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You shouldn't. If you get deported, you'll win the lottery.
Yeah. You've committed.
You can get a nice lawsuit going against somebody.
Well, and you've committed so much of your time and money to the foundation of the country in terms of like that area, and just committed to becoming an American and wanting to be part of this and grow it in a positive way.
Because that's what I know what to be.
Right.
Because that's what I went to school for, and I've studied everything that you guys studied. Maybe not you. You are super smart, but
I'm not smart.
Yes, you're smart too. I want you in general.
Yeah, no,
I would say the onus, like every country has a right to protect their borders and do that, right? So I think the onus, a lot of people probably disagree with me. It's on the folks who are illegally coming here. They could be the best person in the world, but they did cross a boundary, and so it's on them to be the best people they can be and to prove that they deserve to be here. And if everybody followed suit on that, I don't think that this issue just wouldn't be here. But I know it's difficult to do. It's easier to say that shit, but it's like you guys, like the people who are here illegally, they are here illegally, right? So there's just, you can't get around that logic. So
I mean, it's terms, right?
Don't act like a criminal when somebody tries to deport you.
I mean,
quit throwing rocks.
There's already so much on your shoulders by just breaking the law, not in a bad way, intentionally in a bad way. Okay, let's say it. Let's put it in that case. But yes, just don't do shit.
Yeah.
Stupid shit like that.
You don't break two laws at once.
Don't. Yeah.
All right, let's get some cold plunge.
Help me.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hold on.
I keep forgetting. I gotta get that.
It's because everybody you have here doesn't need the help.
Oh. Oh, it feels good out here. So the part of Northern California where I'm from is pretty washed. I like in my backyard is the Yuba River. It's one of the older granite ones, and like it's snow melt. It's the snow from Colorado that comes down.
Yeah, dude, we should go. Let's go one night. Where is that? It's way out. Oh yeah. They kick ass, right? Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah. They're great. I've been to one of their classes.
I do have a deep. Sorry, I feel that I have a deep hatred of the West Side.
Yeah, you feel it, right? I know.
You about to pass out?
A little head rush.
Feels good, right? Yeah, was it Timmery? When Timmery was on, we were all getting loopy that night for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like that right now.
Yeah, it's okay. We won't go too much longer.
Yeah.
It's okay. Thank you.
Ooh. Yeah. Boom. All right. Well, that's enough for being all serious. But no, that's it. It's a good conversation to be had. You know.
Yeah.
Important because I mean it's like, and I say that like at my company I mean it's all guys from Mexico.
I mean,
they're I've probably had 500 people come through the doors at my company, and I hate be a little racist towards white people, but like, dude, they suck at a lot of jobs. You know what I mean? It's just like there's a need for people who are motivated. There's just
yes.
like there's a lot of that's what it is. It's just like a lot of people that grew up here in the States, they do not appreciate opportunities that they feel are beneath them. And there's no such thing. Like an opportunity is an opportunity, and people's mindsets towards like certain jobs, it's pretty silly. My favorite days are days when I can not be on the computer and I can be out taking out the trash, driving trucks, doing like that kind of stuff. Those are my favorite days by far.
Yeah.
And like I don't understand how people can sit on their ass at a computer for 8 hours a day. It blows my mind.
I can't.
It's so against the human body. Like, and that though is like, I think that's changing now, but I think like that was the pinnacle of people's ambitions, was to get a job where they're like in that office setting,
And that's why you go to school and you want to go, you want to have your own office and
it is the worst thing that you could possibly do. In fact, I heard a good conversation today about like the definition of being rich, and like people that chase just money, right? they're often the most miserable people on planet Earth, and you could argue some of the poorest people, you know, where it's like people that have good health, a good family, good friends, like like you've done it. If you can build that for yourself, you are a rich person.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know, like you don't really like all that other shit, you know, that money buys you, right? It's just like it doesn't truly make you happy.
It doesn't, and you're
No.
always having conflicts, like all the time.
Yeah.
And this is why I tell you for me the best years of my life was probably when I was 6 to 8 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and that was when we had nothing.
Yeah.
Like we were like what 7 or 8 people in one studio in LA, you know. But it was the best time of my life.
Yeah.
Why? Because all of my brothers and my sisters would sit in the same table with my dad, with my mom. We were together. Whenever my dad would have like, you know, an episode of just being so sick, we didn't even have a car. We rode the bus and went to I think it's the county hospital of LA, and that's where we slept on benches. And I lived in a child care in the hospital, you know. But it was the best time of my life.
Right.
We didn't have nothing. We had no phones. The only phone that we did have, it was that dialing phone. And one day I was like, oh, it looks dirty. And I just like threw it into the tub, and that was it. No more phone. But yeah, we didn't have any car, no phone. We were so poor. I think I dressed with boys clothing passed down from my cousins. I was like a little tomboy.
So did you have cousins in LA too?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, because most of my mom's family had come here already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's where we landed.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the power of community.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing I love so much about all of my friends who are Mexicans or Hispanic, that the community and their families it's so much fun spending time with all of their families together. Like my best friend and his wife, they're all Hispanic, and it's the most fun spending time with them. And Luke's brother-in-law and sister-in-law. It's their family. They're just amazing. It's an amazing community people,
and it's gather and have a good time, and you know, and it's supporting each other. Yeah, it's just like that. Like, you know, we all helped each other. But now, you know, it's like, okay, even now that my dad it's not here, like everything just crumbled. And you know, my mom obviously, you know, she's dealing with her stuff and health stuff too. She's 81. Bless her heart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Mom.
My grandma just passed last year at
Really?
98.
Yeah.
So I got good genes
98.
going.
Wow.
Yeah.
heck yeah.
I was like, yes.
No, it's
But
like congratulations, not a sorry.
Yeah.
That's good.
no, I'm you know,
Yeah.
even though it sucks for my mom because she's heavily depressed for that, but I'm like, Mom, you know, my grandma, she lived a long time.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
You know?
a full life.
And she was strong. I mean, until her last, but you know, she was a lady that unfortunately she ended up with dementia, but still, you know, she was never ill. She was like solid. I was like,
Yeah.
and my mom, you know, it's just her heart.
Right.
My mom's heart is like that. But she's cyber woman,
Yeah.
pacemaker, and she got her hip done and stuff like that because she fell. But yeah, she's doing good.
Yeah, another very important reason to stick with jiu-jitsu and get your body strong, you know, like you don't want to be in those positions, you know.
Well, and that's one of the biggest things that people that get older, they get hurt because they fall, because they don't have strong muscles in their legs. So that's one thing, is strong legs is a good predictor for longevity, because you have stability and you're not going to fall. And once you fall and you injure yourself, then you're less mobile, and so on. It just kind of spirals
Puts you
from
down
there.
that bad path.
Yeah.
They don't know how to break ball.
You do.
Exactly. But yeah, I think one of my favorite, I talk about this all the time, but the people in Okinawa, they don't really have furniture, so they sit on the floor to do everything. And so, like, you know, people 80, 90 years old, they're squatting 50, 60 times a day. So they're super strong, and they live on average above 100 because of that. Yeah, they're very mobile.
Flexible, I would imagine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. The family community thing is something we're messing up pretty badly in the U.S. too. Like specifically among like Caucasian culture. You know, it's like, you turn 18, get the hell out of the house, and like you're kind of. It's like you go do your own thing.
We're not like that.
Yeah.
They're like, you're 18, you're staying here until you get married.
The mom wants to like do be in the business of the kids, and like I think it's something that we're just messing up with, pushing our own relatives away.
Yes, but I feel that also you guys get a good start. Like you are made to go and get something,
Yeah.
Where we baby the kids.
Well, there's something to be said about like a coming of age like journey or adventure, or something that you have to go out to become an adult. There was somebody I was listening to the other day. I think it's called a Masagi, they call it. There's this in basically every culture. There's some sort of coming of age adventure that they would do throughout history, going out in the wilderness, surviving something that would cause you to have to fend for yourself. So I think there's still a piece of that can be done, even if you do come back and be with the family. But
I think it just depends. Like if you have family that have maybe they come from a ranch, kind of like the ranch life, like they're going to put their kids to work, because they gotta work the land, right? And maybe that's why they end up getting married so young. But then I feel like the kids that are born here, they are just spoiled brats.
Yeah, it's tricky for sure, but like you build a culture for your children that puts them in voluntary difficult situations, and they'll evolve into good people, and that's where like I had I'm like stuck on this idea right now where like instead of sending my kids off to college, I want to help build a business with them and teach them everything I know about business and help them build it right out of the gate. So instead of going to college and spending a lot of money on that adventure, and then you start working, like you're 5, 6, 7, 10 years behind, instead of like if you graduate high school, boom, we start building something right out of the gate. And give them autonomy to go and be their own person and make certain mistakes and like get out there and do their thing. You have
to let them fail,
but also be there for them for when they do fail, to help them learn a lot more quickly and hopefully avoid certain mistakes. Like there's some real dangerous shit that goes on college campuses. Like I've been a part of them. I know Dana's been a part of them. Probably most kids that go off to, like, especially particularly men, well, women too, that go off, and
I think women can be crazy.
Yeah. Men definitely
men
like physically they
do
insane things, right? Whereas like women, it's more like honestly the men are the danger to them. You know what I mean? It's like it's all men's fault pretty much. But you know what I mean? It's like, whereas with some guidance, some sage guidance, like, hey, I'm here for you. Like you're gonna have fun and do what you need to do, but let's avoid this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? So I think that might be cool. It's going to be dependent on the kids and how they are as people and all that.
Yes. And I think for me, Jiu-Jitsu, that has been a great teaching tool, kind of like for Itzel. Because I tell her, it's like, you're going to lose. And you guess what? You're going to get up and try it again and get up and try it again. You're going to lose more times in life than the wins that you're going to get.
Right.
But those wins are going to be good wins.
Yeah.
Also, you can physically show her who's boss and, handle her legally.
For a little while. It won't be too long before
she's
she's coming for you, Mom. So actually, be nice to her.
I mean, she's my daughter. It's like, what did they say? Keep your enemies close, and kind of like that. She throws me under the bus without even thinking about it. I was like, you don't say that. I was like,
I know, dude. My daughter's the same, man. She's a blabbermouth, and it's my favorite kid. My kids, like, they just have no concept of a filter, and so like we'll be in the grocery store and there'll be like a 400-pound guy on a mobile scooter, and they'll be like, "Why are you so fat?" I'm like, Jesus Christ.
They
dude,
have
it's
no
like,
censor.
chill.
Yeah.
And then in the same trip, I swear this happened to me. So they asked the fat guy why he's so fat, and then the next we get up to like this Vietnam vet type guy who's got his leg chopped off, and they're like, "Where's your leg at?" And he says he had a good sense of humor. He was cool about it. He was like laughing and bullshitting with them. But you know what I'm saying? They just like, it's everywhere I go with them. I'm
wait
like,
until you get yours.
please don't talk. You know?
Yeah, you don't know what you're getting into. You think that because you're strict and you're organized or whatever. Your kids are gonna be the same.
Nope.
Exactly. The contraire.
Oh,
sure.
I mean, I know who I was as a kid, and it's gonna terrify me to see that in another child.
All right, let's get one last cold plunge, and we'll come in and say our adioses.
Adioses. Oh, this is fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, thank you for being an awesome part of our gym, and bringing in the whole family. And it's like I think I said this in the tub, but I think it's more important than jiu-jitsu is the crew we got. It's one of the, what do we got, 4 things that are gonna make us live to be 100, and one of those is friends, community, family, right? That whole thing. And
definitely the friendship, the family that we have become. It's awesome. It's just never thought of doing this. I never knew what jiu-jitsu was. It has opened me a lot of opportunities, personally, as with my job. Hold on. I know, like breathe. I mean, it's just a great sports to be in, and at my age, I would be like, why would I be doing that? My family was like, you're crazy. Estás loca? I will be crazy to let somebody hurt me. I will be crazy to be like all bruised up. It's like, well, maybe I am.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just about to say. Sure,
maybe I am crazy, but I'm happy crazy.
Right.
Yeah. What's it matter?
Yeah, and I mean, for the ladies, if you're, on the fence of whether doing something like this or not, go for it. Whatever you want to do, just go for it.
Yeah.
It's scary. Heck yeah. I competed once. It didn't go well at all.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, I was doing sweeps and takedowns, and no, I got caught on the bottom the entire 3 minutes.
Let me ask you this as a female. So I think for men, I think it's really important, and this is gonna sound kind of gay, to like touch people, and like I think it's really good for your mind and like your body, and probably test like hormones and stuff, to literally like scrap with another man. Do you feel that urge at all? So let me give you an example. So my buddy Sean, who just started jiu-jitsu, he's a guy who his whole life he hasn't done any combat sports, and like I think the thing that like locking him in and has gotten so many other men is the, and I don't even think they realize this, but that tactile, that physical like interaction between people. It does something to you. It does something good for your mind and your body. Do you think as a woman, speaking for women, do you guys feel that urge to like kind of like... So let me give you another example. When I see a buddy that I haven't seen in a long time, a wrestler or whatever, the first thing we start doing is fucking with each other. Like we'll start just touching each other. It's like it's something we like laugh about actually as wrestlers. Like when you see somebody in the wild, we just start pulling on each other and like fucking with it. You know what I mean?
Almost like hand fighting.
Yeah, hand fighting.
Yeah.
I think it's just nature in each individual. I like to be rough. I like to hand fight. I like to push people around.
Yeah.
And because that's how I like. When I'm wrestling with a guy or a girl, to me it's just like I'm just working whatever what I learned and trying to apply. And sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. But it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable touching another person.
Right.
Has somebody else been uncomfortable? Yes. Especially we had a member, I think he was just visiting or he was just trying out. Tall dude, very nice person. But when it was King of the Mat, I think it was, when he was supposed to go against me, he was like, no, she's a woman. I'm not going to do that to her. Like, it's okay. You know, I've been training. It's all right. We all do it. And I even told him, I was like, it's okay. It's okay. And he's like, no, you're a woman.
That's weird. Yeah, I wasn't as... I mean, that's a whole different conversation, to be honest. Like, guys that, like, don't understand... He's just missing a fundamental fact of, like, what we're doing in there. But my question was more like, do you feel that urge to, like, just, like does it...
Like, woman handle somebody?
No, not even... Like, I guess just, like, does it positively charge your body to, like... to just grab people, you know what I mean? Like, just roll with them. That whatever energy.
Now it does.
Yeah.
There's days that it doesn't. There's days that I'm like, I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to hurt somebody. Lately, it's been like, I don't want to hurt somebody.
Yeah. You're getting too powerful.
Competition kind of messed up my mind though.
Okay.
Because I was so into it. I mean, we were doing it I guess we were training 6 times a week.
Yeah.
At that time, I remember.
Why do you think you're gonna hurt somebody?
I don't know, and I think it's because of competition.
Yeah. So you think something's gonna flip in your head when you're rolling with somebody to where you're gonna go too hard on them?
Too hard,
yeah. Okay.
or I'm too heavy. Sometimes I feel that I'm too heavy on some of the girls. I mean, they're smaller.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm smaller. I don't see myself. You know, sometimes I see myself as being a little bit bigger than them or heavier. But yeah, I just don't. I'm scared of hurting. Like, again, talking about Peyton. You know, I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do something stupid to hurt her.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Just that. Like, being, you know, mindful, I guess, about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I mean, if there's certain positions where you think you might feel like fall on or whatever, like, and something could happen, yeah, that's no good. But,
yeah, or doing something just being too scrappy, you know, and just doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And I that's not what I'm doing Jiu-Jitsu. I want to do things right.
Right.
And I think that's one thing that it's breaking me, that I'm probably a perfectionist, that I want it to be so perfect with everything that a loss to me, it's like the end of the world.
Yeah, you can't let perfection be the enemy of good. and I think you're getting so good that
I'm working on it. I'm working on
the thing is, once you get good enough, I mean, you're at the blue belt, you know, you're at the level where you know what you're doing enough to where you're not spazzing or doing something where you're going to accidentally hurt somebody. And you got to have trust in yourself. You got to trust in yourself that you can do it.
Yeah.
What I do?
All right,
water on the rocks.
We're going to hit some water on the rocks and we'll sign off.
On the rocks.
Yep. And breathe slow. Do a lot.
Flip it. Get your grip right. You're right over the steam. Don't want you to steam yourself. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
So
lay it on there. Yeah, you're good.
So
You can do it all. Yeah.
Yeah. We're bailing after this, so
and you'll feel it.
lay it on. Here it comes.
all of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cooking.
Ouchie.
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh, toasty.
Like a cooked goose.
I want to go out.
All right, everybody. We got to get Ofelia out of here. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
See y'all next time.
I made
Have
it,
a good
people.
one.